In New York this week, 3 communists who are anti-Jew, anti-police, anti-capitalism, and anti-America won elections and will very likely be headed to Congress in the fall as this takeover of America that nobody wants to talk about continues from the inside. Think about it like this. When these people are in Congress, they're going to be sitting in classified briefings, getting classified information. Think about it like this. 3 soon-to-be members of Congress who are all anti-Jew and anti-Israel are anti-Jew and anti-Israel, not in Chuck Schumer's backyard, in Chuck Schumer's front yard. Chuck Schumer, the most powerful Jew in Congress, and Hakeem Jeffries, who could be the next Speaker of the House, and they both got booed on Tuesday night. Hakeem Jeffries in his own city.
You're next! You're next! You're next! You're next! You're next!
You're next. That's what they're saying, meaning we are coming for you, Hakeem Jeffries, next, a guy who could be the next Speaker of the House. That's how bad this is, not just for Democrats anymore, not just for traditional Democrats, for America. And traditional Democrats, if they even exist anymore, they know it. These people on the left have gotten so radical, so crazy, so anti-America that establishment Democrats are finally realizing that they can't stop it anymore.
The roof is collapsing on the Democratic Party establishment tonight. If Mamdani gets a hat trick, 3 out of 3, this is a new era for the Democratic Party. It's the power center for the establishment and the insurgency, and they're going head-to-head tonight. And right now, this is no longer a movement. This is a movement and a machine at the same time. There's just no way to sugarcoat this. If Mamdani pulls off a hat trick, it is a new era in Democratic Party politics.
So here's the quote. This is a battle between the establishment and the insurgency. The establishment, which is already the most radical Democrat Party we've ever seen before, ever. But the insurgency, that's the group that wants to fundamentally end America. Not change America, but take over America and end what this country has been and become for the last 250 years. And Zohran Mamdani couldn't be happier about it or more confident. So confident that he is now openly calling this a war.
I have stood next to Daria Lisa and I have said, our next Congresswoman. And I've said these words in the way that many of us will say, inshallah. We hope, but we don't know how close it is. And the closer and closer we get to the day, the more that we believe. And now that language of hope is a language of fact.
No, it's not. You hear it there? Quote, the closer and closer we get to this war that we believe. He's saying it out loud, and then he said, sha-la-la-la-la, which is from a Christmas song, I think, I'm not sure. But he's calling this war, a war that started with Democrats, but now it's a war for America. Again, on our 250th birthday, one party not only doesn't care about America, they are now anti-America. Think about that. And why is the mayor of New York City speaking in Arabic in New York City? It's gotten so bad that instead of trying to come to America legally, illegals are literally willing to wait it out on the Mexican side of the border, hoping and praying that a Democrat wins in 2028 and reopens the border so they can come to America illegally.
Tengo compañeros que vienen desde lejos, desde Honduras, desde El Salvador, y regresar y otra vez volver a pasar, y todo eso implica dinero. Hay que trabajar uno en el país de uno para poder salir. Que nos deberían de echar la mano, deberíamos de unirnos para votar a Trump.
We need to unite to get Trump out. You're not an American citizen. You're not an American citizen. You don't need to do anything but not come here. You're not invited. But think about that. Illegals would rather come here illegally because these people are criminals. Remember what Donald Trump said about illegal aliens in 2015, right when he announced he was running for president? He said this, and he was right.
They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Donald Trump was right. And this just happened in New York City. Again, this is not a story that CNN's going to talk about, and they haven't. But an illegal immigrant named Felix Geronimo Rojas was just sentenced to 5 years in prison after raping a corpse repeatedly on the New York City subway. Donald Trump didn't even think of that. raping a corpse repeatedly. A corpse, a dead body, raping it. I hope you're seeing all this because we've never seen this before, and these are the people Democrats want in this country.